Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Yvonne Galindo, senior wrestler from El Paso, Texas, who has placed twice in open tournaments this season. And Yvonne, what's gone into those two performances where you've been able to place in those tournaments?
It took a lot of extra work. I try to get in there extra even after practice. I'll grab someone and we'll roll around. We'll do some more drilling than that we did in practice. I try to go in the weight room and work on my strength and consistency. Even after practice, everybody, well, whoever stays, they'll stay, but I'll try to put in the little things that matter that I think that'll help me fit me in a match.
You also experienced success at the World Team Trials in October. What was it like wrestling in that tournament?
Well, I was really nervous because I had some time off, so I was nervous that I was going to be rusty, and I didn't know what the competition looked like. I hadn't kept up with it for a year, so I was nervous, but I was more excited because I was, back and motivated. I had I had this fire in me. I felt my passion for wrestling again, so I was really excited to go out there and compete and show the potential that I know I have to my teammates and everybody back home.
To that end, you took a year off from both wrestling and from school. Mm-hmm. What brought you back to OCU, and what's it been like since you've been back?
Well, I definitely missed the sport of wrestling, just seeing everything on social media. I always had that itch that I wanted to do it again. And as far as school, I had to graduate. I had a year left, so I figured that I might as well just do it now or before time passes by and, I don't have that opportunity, so just do it now. And I got a call from my coach, and he had asked me if I was done competing, and it really opened that door of opportunity, so I had to take it.
What are your goals for this season?
Well, definitely I want to be a national champion. That's been a goal of mine since my freshman year. But just as a team also, I've never had the chance to experience a national title as a team. So for this season, that'd be great if we can just walk out with a bang.
How would you describe your wrestling style?
I usually like to go in the match and get a feel for my opponent. I like to just kind of dance around a little bit, but I think my style would be, I try to keep a fast pace. I like to, put pressure, make sure the match is going my way, keep up the pace, and, attack.
What got you into wrestling in the first place?
When I was in middle school, my sister Desiree, she was doing wrestling and she was pretty good at it. So I thought I might give it a try, and I just grew up as a person, as a wrestler, and I was pretty good at it. So I decided to stick it out.
And what's your major here at OCU?
Human performance.
So what kind of career goals do you have when competing is over?
Well, I hope to be a physical therapist in a clinical setting. I think that's the best setting that I like. And hopefully, after years of school, I have the dream job that I've been working for.
All right, talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Yvonne Galindo. You can follow the stars on OCUsports.com.
At Oklahoma City University, it's on all of us to put an end to sexual violence in our campus community.
Title IX is a federal law that addresses our students' right to education free from sex discrimination. OCU Athletics is committed to fostering a culture of respect for all members of our community.
We aim to embody respect and sportsmanship in all aspects of life.
And it's our job as athletes to intervene when something isn't right.
It's our responsibility as athletes, role models, and members of the community to look out for one another.
OCU athletes are not just champions on the field.
We also strive to be champions of character.
Consent is explicit, not implied.
Sexual contact without consent is sexual assault.
It's on us.
It's on us.
To intervene when something doesn't seem right.
To recognize that alcohol is never an excuse.
It's on us.
It's on all of us.
To make it known we will not tolerate this from
peers, teammates,
Friends.
Anyone.
To create an environment that respects everyone's rights and boundaries.
To do the right thing.
It doesn't just happen to women.
It's on us as teammates to lead by example.
To make it known that jokes about sexual assault are unacceptable.
To step up and say something.
To step up and say something.
To step up and say something.
To never blame the victim.
To support survivors.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
Every day, we all choose the type of person that we want to be and the type of athlete that we want to be. And for me, the important lesson there is you got to wake up every day willing to earn it and make the most of it.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's
on all of us, OCU.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to track cross-country coach Matt Aguero. The Stars cross-country teams both finished third place at the NAIA Championships recently, and Coach Matt Aguero, two-time NAIA champion and most recently named the National and Regional Runner of the Year. What kind of performance did she have in the National Championships?
Well, with her, I mean, she was by far the best runner in the field. So, you know, with some of the past meets, we've kind of, with Lydia Mato, they've almost kind of worked together early on, but we kind of had a different strategy going into nationals, and that was for her to get out and get away from everybody. Which there was one or two girls that were kind of close with the mile mark, but by 2 miles she had opened up a big gap and kind of cruised home, and you know, won by about 30 seconds. So it was a pretty impressive race for her, and to win be a two-time champion now is great, and I think she's probably one of the best female NAIA runners of all time.
On the men's side, Mark Shaw, same story, national champion, also regional and national runner of the year. What kind of performance did he have?
Well, it was a little different strategy than we had with Amanat. For him, we knew the field would go out fast, so we wanted him to be patient, he ran a very patient race. You know, through the first even 2 miles, you know, there was about a 30-meter gap from he was setting second from the leader, and he just continually closed that, and by the end was able to pull away and get about a 10-second win. So it was a different strategy, but it worked very well for him, and he showed a lot of patience in that race.
Overall, 3 men's All-Americans and 2 from the women's team that earned All-America honors. What would you like to say about your team's overall performance?
We did well for the most part. Everybody ran pretty good. You know, there's always a few, you know, looking back, you can always say, well, we could have done a little better here, a little better there. But I was pretty pleased overall. You know, it was nice to, you know, Max McNeil ran a pretty good race. Oscar Kipkoris, his first year running collegiately, was an All-American. You know, Lydia Mato was in the mix there at the end, finished 4th overall. And I think she has a good chance to win it next year as a senior, possibly. So.
All 3 of the men's All-Americans will return next year. So what's the outlook for 2018?
Well, we have all, you know, our top, we run 7 at the national championship, and they're all coming back next year. So we're very young, which is exciting. So we hope that some of these guys can mature a little bit, and as we are able to load some volume on them mileage-wise, that they'll be able to hopefully run a little faster next year and hopefully put us over the hump to get that national title.
Track season's next. You had a successful run last year. What's the outlook for the track season coming up?
Well, I think we should be pretty good. It's always difficult for us to compete against some teams, as we're just a middle distance and distance running program only. You know, however, our women last year finished runner-up. We took about 8 girls to the national championship, and you know, some of the teams we were competing against had full teams, sprinters, jumpers, and throwers, which we don't have. But we do tend to score a lot of points in the distance events, which can help us. So I think on both sides, our men are going to be much better. And it would be nice to get into the top 4. Those are the people that get on the podium. So I think we have a shot on both sides for the indoor season.
All right. Talking to track cross-country coach Matt Aguero. You can follow the Stars on OCUsports.com.